Hey guys, welcome to our new show here on Channel 423. I'm Zion King.
And my name is Whitney Davis. Now Zion, why don't you tell them exactly what Channel 423 is?
Well, basically, it's a new show that will feature things like stories, memes, and actually much more.
On this show, we will have a story on a new restaurant doing good for our community, some advice for freshmen that will help them survive in the jungle, and also upcoming seniors and how a test will factor into their graduation.
Now let's get started.
Channel 423 starts now.
So many freshmen are scared to step foot in these hallways. Well, Danielle wanted to help them with their walk in these halls.
Yes, so she wanted to get some advice from the upperclassmen. Let's see what she has to say.
For incoming freshmen, it's hard for them to find their classes and get around a new school and environment. Iman is getting used to all the new changes at the high school and the differences from the junior high school.
A little nerve-wracking, but then I realized I knew most of the high schoolers, so I don't know, I'm comfortable now. First of all, I want to make all good grades, and I want to be one step closer to a good future, successful.
Madison thinks time management is a big thing coming from junior high to high school.
Basically on the last one, I know where everything is. I'm used to it. The teachers and staff aren't really new, and it's just better, I guess, to not be like the bottom of the food chain. Just study, because the classes that you have your sophomore year are going to be harder than your freshman year. So it's important that you develop good study skills and just keep up with your work and don't procrastinate.
As Logan being a junior, he wants to give the freshmen a little advice about testing and high school.
Something I would say to the freshmen about high school and testing this year is to make sure that you try your hardest during the test and don't worry about anybody else around you, because your test reflects you and your money, because ACT equals money. So the better you do on your ACT, the more money you're going to get and the better you're going to do in college and succeed.
Sydney has accomplished a lot throughout her years in high school. Her biggest one was becoming a senior.
I feel like my whole life is about to change because, this is my last year where I've grown up, but I feel like I have accomplished a lot, and I've really grown since I first started school.
Sydney has accomplished a lot in her life throughout high school. She also has been voted homecoming queen, making her the first black homecoming queen since Judy Wilson won this honor 43 years ago, back in 1974. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, maybe I can finally walk through these halls without getting lost.
True, but you weren't any better your first year.
True. All right, well, let's move on to lunch. So for today, we'll have cheeseburgers with lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles, or cheese pizza crunchers, onion rings, ketchup and mustard, baked beans, applesauce, watermelon, M&M cookies, and milk.
Now, juniors and below have a surprise waiting for them before they graduate. Our reporter, Jaden Robinson, will be telling us how students must take a Citizenship Test our senior year.
Yeah, I already have test anxiety, so I'm so glad I'm not going to have to take it. So what do you have for us, Jaden?
Starting with the class of 2019, students are required to take a citizenship test in order to get their diploma, making some students here at SHS unhappy.
The legislature of Arkansas passed a bill. As a matter of fact, I have it right here in my hand. It's Bill 1539.
I think it's kind of pointless because we just need the credits to graduate from school. It's a test now. Now we have to pass the test to graduate from school. It's too much of a requirement for everyone.
Students have an opportunity to take it as many times as they need to, but they're going to have to pass it in order to graduate, starting with next year's class of 19 seniors.
Ms. Joyner informed us on some of the things that are going to be covered on the test.
The questions they vary. Possibly some of the questions could be, what are the first 10 amendments? they ask who the President of the United States is, which most students know that, but one that gets my students sometimes is who's the Vice President. Sometimes that's a tough one.
Pay attention in class more, listen to my teachers, maybe get some extra work for the summer, do some extra work during the summer.
One junior, Jay Sean, is stressed with college plus this test for his senior year.
I don't think it's necessary for the kids because we're required to take a test. That means we have to study. That's extra work to do, and that's more things required of us. And we already have to take tests in class. We already have to study as much as possible. So that's just adding on more stress to everyone.
With the passing of this law, there is no telling what students and families will be affected. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, Jaden. Maybe this new law will help out our school.
True. I won't be here to see it, so good luck.
Now, Zion, will you tell us what's the new additions that Channel 423 will include?
Sure. Well, we'll still have a quote of the day like we used to, and we'll also add a meme of the day as well. So let's see what we have this time.
And for the meme of the day, when you get homework on the first day of school.
And the quote of the day is, for every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. This is going to be an interesting series, but it's going to be fun.
Very true. It will be. Now, for our final story, we'll be over a new restaurant that Dakota looked at. What do you have for us, Dakota?
Tacos for Life is a new chain that originated in Arkansas. Their purpose as a restaurant is to help stop world hunger. We interviewed the owner, Michael Pritchard, to see his inspiration in this new trend in Searcy.
We opened this past Wednesday, so we've been open for 4 days, and we've already raised over 7,000 meals for children. So if you kind of calculate that, I know that it's at least 9 kids can be fed every day for the year off of that so far. And so that's a huge number for just being open 4 days.
The first Tacos for Life was open in Conway in hopes to do good in this world, so they went hand in hand with different companies to try to help the world hunger problem.
The premise about Tacos for Life, it actually was created by Austin and his wife Ashton. They felt the challenge to end world hunger, and they ended up opening the first Taco for Life in Conway, Arkansas, in order for each meal that's sold feeds a starving child in another country. And so they're challenged by God every day to end world hunger, and they believe that they can. And so now we're partnering throughout the state and other states, creating Tacos for Life everywhere to end world hunger.
Swaziland, Africa, and Honduras are the 2 countries that are supported and fed by Tacos for Life.
Every year I get to go to both of those countries and help deliver the food to those kids.
Tacos for Life is hoping to be a little light in the dark world that we live in right now. They want to be an example for the town of Searcy.
Our community used to be known for being very rich in its faith, and I think Searcy the past year or so has really kind of fallen from that with the arguments over restaurants getting liquor license, and we argue about a library and all these taxes to where our community, especially on social media, is just attacking each other. So we also wanted to come in and be a catalyst to help just spread the salt and light to everyone. I know not everybody's going to be a believer in God, but we want to just pour into our community on top of helping end world hunger.
Thanks to Michael Pritchard and Tacos for Life, the people of Swaziland, Africa, and Honduras are able to eat a meal with every taco you purchase. They will continue to change the world, one taco at a time.
Wow, I heard about Tacos for Life, but I never knew what they all did for overseas hunger.
Yeah, neither did I. It's really good to hear about restaurants in our own community helping out other countries.
Very true, but that's all we have for today's show.
If you have a story that would like to be shared, contact us at Twitter @LionTV with the hashtag Channel 423.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Channel 423.
Peace out, Searcy.